Okay.
Recording.
Now, today, as we are going to see the installation of Docker. So it is very easy actually. So first, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a EC2 instance, guys. Okay. Just you can create the EC2 instance on Amazon. Okay, you can create the instance on GCP, DigitalOcean, Azure, whatever you are comfortable with. Okay.
We
So
can
I'm
do it
going
on
to use.
my laptop as well, right?
Yeah, you can install it on your laptop also. Okay.
Okay. Just one with the Oracle VirtualBox, I just create a one VM of the CentOS, and on the top of that, the same you are uh, describing, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Fine.
So AWS Marketplace, I'm going to select CentOS 7. Continue. I'm using T2.micro. Only one instance I want to create. Storage I'm taking as 15. I'm checking out this option delete on termination. So whenever I will delete my instance, volume will be also deleted. I'm giving a tag to this machine. Name shift at 7 to 8 p.m. I'm adding one more port over here, which is 80. Okay. Launch and launch. Now you can create your own key pair also. Open shift, download it. Now this is the private key which is provided to you. Okay. So
Okay.
with the help of this private key, you can log in into your instance. And AWS has updated the public key in respective to this private key onto your instance already. So creating done view instance. So it is in the pending state right now. Let me take the IP address. I'm just logging into it with the help of PowerShell ssh-i downloads OpenShift 7 to 8 p.m. By default, if you want to log in on the CentOS machine, you need to use the CentOS user. Enter. Right now it is in the initializing stage. It will take some time. I hope you all are comfortable with the AWS, how to create the instances.
No, I have never done that question.
Yes, same here.
As my background, I'm working presently on the OpenStack, Kushal.
Okay.
Yes, from the last 2 to 3 years, I'm working on the OpenStack with the release 13.1 and 16.1.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. So AWS is very easy for you then.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I am logged in into my CentOS machine. I can run sudo su-i to come to the root user. Now I'm just configuring the SSH so that I can logging onto my instance with root user. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to allow the root to logging onto this instance, and I'm going to allow this option, password based authentication. Now I can restart the service. Okay, and I can give the password to root user. Done. Now I can exit it. Why I have done this? Because see, PowerShell has a blue window actually. It is actually not like good to see that. I don't like it. So I'm
Correct.
just logging with the putty. Okay, putty is good.
Right, right, right.
This is the public IP. Colors I'm using system colors, white and black. Font I'm using this 12, 14, we can take open. And now you are here, root, done.
Perfect.
Now from here, if you want to install Docker, what you need to do, just go to the Docker website, Docker install on CentOS. The documentation is given. Install Docker on CentOS. Now, what are the OS requirements they have given you? Okay, CentOS extra repository must be enabled. By default, it is always enabled. Okay. After that, you can install. If you want to uninstall old version, you can use these commands. Now, what are the installation methods? One is install using repository. So what you can do, you can install this yum-utils package.
Can you please show what is the prerequisite to install the Docker on any OS? Is there any or what exactly VM required?
See, for every OS, they have given the documentation. If you want to install it on Debian, open the Debian. If you want to install it on Ubuntu, open the Ubuntu.
Okay.
See, all the commands are here. Installation methods, apt-get update, apt-get install. All the commands are very nicely written over here. Okay.
Fine. Let's continue.
Yeah. So I can copy this command. I am doing the installation on CentOS. Okay, guys.
Okay.
And after that, I need to copy this command. So yum config manager is going to add this repo, okay, to my system.
So we are adding CE version, right?
Yes, repository.
Repository for that
Docker-C.
That is, sorry, what you call
Community edition.
Community edition, right? It will download from Docker Hub, right?
Yes, in the repository. See, this is the repository. In this repository, all the related base URLs are present now.
Right. Fine.
So now you can run yum install docker-ce-y, enter. That's it. It will install the Docker. Very easy installation. You can try it on Ubuntu also, Debian.
Yes,
Windows, if you want to install, then you need to go for the Docker desktop. Here, supported platforms. Docker desktop for Mac, Docker desktop for Windows. Okay. And these are the operating systems which are available. Done. Now see, after installing Docker, what you need to do, you need to start the service of Docker. Okay, it is mandatory. Otherwise, you would not be able to use Docker. Okay, and if the Docker service is not started, all the containers will be in the stopped state. Okay. So Docker service keeps on running. Clear?
How to first can we see that what is the status of the container that is in stub state? Can you please show?
Yeah, with the help of Docker ps command. Right now, it will not show you any information because obviously it is not able to connect to the Docker daemon because service is not running now.
Okay.
You have to start the service to use Docker. Done, and I can enable it. Okay, this command is not working. Done. Now, after that, you can use Docker ps. Right now, there is no container which is running on my system. Okay. This command actually lists out the running containers. If you want to see all the stopped container, then you have to use -a. Now, how will I know about -a and all the options? I can use -help. It will give me all the options related to the Docker ps command. -a show all containers. Okay. Now, and you're writing Docker, and if you're like pressing double tap, now in Linux, what happens? Double tap gives you the suggestions, right?
Right.
But here it is not giving me any suggestions. So if you want your Docker to give you suggestions, you can install this package. Completion.
Okay.
After that, you need to re-execute your shell by using exec bash command. And now when you will type docker and when you will enter tab double time, it will give you all the commands. Okay. Now,
before that, you run a command exe bash. What
is actually executing your bash again. Okay. Let's say you have added some environment variable. Okay.
Okay.
Then you can like again execute your bash. Bash profile and these files are automatically get read. Okay. Automatically with this command. Clear? If you want another bash, you can write bash. So now you are into some another shell. You can exit from that shell. Okay.
Okay.
Now, after that, so Docker has been installed. Now, if you want to see the version of Docker, you can use this command Docker version. It will give you the version. What is the version of the client? What is the version of the Docker engine? Now you see, this is Docker engine. This is Docker engine. I have told you, Docker engine has two parts, client and the server. Okay.
Yes.
What edition it is? Community. One more thing, if you want to upgrade your Docker from community edition to the enterprise edition, it is generally not possible. Actually, it is impossible. You have to remove the community version and after that you have to install the enterprise version. Clear?
Right.
Now, you can use Docker info command to see complete information. How many containers are present on my system, how many containers are running, how many containers are paused, how many containers are stopped, how many images I have downloaded on this Docker system. Okay. What is the file system, XFS? These are the networks which are available to you. Okay. Now, and default runtime is runc. Now, what is runc? Runc is actually responsible to run the process inside the container. When the container is created with the help of Docker, runc actually do the task to create the process or to run the process inside the container. Okay, the default runtime is runc. There are different type of runtimes available. Kernel version is what of your system, every information it will give you. Okay, operating system, architecture, Linux, total memory, name. Okay, what is the Docker root directory? Means whatever data is actually being created with the Docker, that is actually going to be stored in this location, where lib Docker. Okay.
What is the Docker root directory? Means whatever the information related to the Docker, whatever.
All the data related to the Docker will be stored over here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's image also stored. Docker image also.
Yeah, all the images, everything, all the data of the containers, everything is stored over here.
So we means in production environment we need to use separate mount point for this varlib Docker, correct?
Yeah, in the production environment you can change it. Okay, clear? There are so many ways to change this actually. Clear? Now you can go inside this folder and see containers data, image data, overlay to plugins, runtime, swarm, temp, trust, volumes, everything is present over here. Okay, and maybe in your production environment you have created the var partition with 2 GB, and that is actually basic partition. That is not a LVM partition. So obviously I will not able to extend it. Clear? So you can use LVM, okay, to install your operating system or to create your partitions. Clear? So anytime if you want some more space, you can extend the var partition. Clear? One more thing, you can change the location of that. Clear? Now, after that, so installation of Docker is very easy actually. Now see, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to run a watch command with the in every 1 second. And what command I want to run? ls var lib docker overlay. This is the folder where all the images are actually stored. Okay. Right now there are only 2 folders or 2 files. Nothing is here. Now, So I will run the commands over this screen and you will see the live information over here. Okay, so you will understand it better.
Fine, good, right.
Yeah. Now what I'm going to do, if you want to pull any image from the internet, okay, you can go to hub.docker.com. Here you can search for all the images. Let's say I want the image for HTTPD. You can search it. HTTPD image is available. Okay. If you want the image for the operating system, CentOS is available. It is a very lightweight image, only 200 to 300 MB. Okay. It is not having so many things. Let's say you want the image for Ubuntu. Image is available, which is official. You can filter out. Okay.
Right.
If you want the image for Nginx, it is also available. If you want the image for HAProxy, it is also available. If you want the image for MySQL, it is also available. So all the necessary images are available. Now these images are actually official. They are actually created by the community. And see, this image is what? MySQL boy. So this is someone actually who have created the account on hub.docker.com and has uploaded its own image on this. Okay, and that image is actually public. So that's why we are able to see this. Clear?
Right.
So you can also create your account over here. You can also create your repositories. You can also upload your images. There are two options. One is public, one is private. If you want to create a private repository, you need to pay. Okay. So it is not free actually, but you can create the public repositories, but you cannot create the private repositories. For that, you have to pay. So generally in an industry, we do not rely on these online registries. What we do, we create our own private registry server. Okay, and as you know, you are working in the organizations and you know the concept of VPN. Okay, so that private server can be accessible from anywhere in the world when you're logging with that particular IP. Okay.
Right.
Now, after that, so let me do one thing. Let me pull an image. Let's say I want to pull an image for MySQL. Now see, there are a lot of versions of MySQL 5.6, 5.7, 5.8, and after that 6, 7, 8. A lot of versions are there. Commands is given over here. If you want to pull this image, you can run docker pull MySQL. Now let me copy this command and let me paste it over here. Now see, at the moment whenever I run this command, you will see some new folders will be created over here. Because overlay is the folder where all the images are actually stored in the layers. Layers are actually directories. One image can have multiple directories also, or one image can have single directory also. So I'm running this command.
One query here. So just you have put copy paste the command and put it here. So how this Docker engine or Docker's client will understand that you have to go to that particular website, that is docker.hub. So is there something has been added in the some backend file or something? Hope you got my question.
No, Docker always connects to hub.docker.com by default.
By default, if let's I have my
You
own.
have a private registry. Okay,
Correct.
you have to mention that there is a file actually. etc docker daemon.json. Okay.
Right.
Here you mention the registry.
Okay.
Let's say your registry is an insecure registry. So you have to mention that. Clear over here.
Okay. So I have to add my registry details in that particular file. So that
yes. After that, you need to restart Docker.
Restart Docker, and the first priority will be that file only. Correct?
No. After that, you actually need to write Docker pull. Let's say your registry is running at this URL, registry.lab.example.com on port number 5000.
Okay.
And from that, you want to download an image called as CentOS. Clear?
Okay. So I have to every time I have to mention that my private registry while calling
yes,
that.
by default, it will always go to docker.io.
So by default, it will go to the docker.io. But if you want to use my private registry, first I need to create that private registry in the daemon.json file. After that,
Yes.
whenever the image I need to pull, so I have to use the same command docker pull, but need to specify my private registry name followed by that particular image.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Now, I'm going to run docker pull CentOS. Now see, at the moment I'm running this command, or let's say MySQL.
Yes, we have copied that command, right? That's good, right?
See, folders are getting created over here.
Yes.
Now, this image is actually based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 layers means 12 directories. Layers means what? Directories. Okay, I will tell you the concept of these also. Why Docker stores the images in the layers form. We will discuss about it. Okay, right now we will skip this. Okay, so all the folders over here. Okay, now, so it is really impossible to see what this image is having actually, because see now there are multiple folders. Let's say I'm pulling one CentOS image also. So this CentOS image is a OS based image. Only one layer is extracting. So one folder will be created. Then you can see. Okay. So you can go into the layer of this particular image. Okay. Now, after that, see, at the time when you run Docker pull CentOS, it is always going for the latest version. So there are multiple versions of the image. Let's say I want to install a version as 5.6. So supported tags are given to you. You just need to write MySQL image name colon 5.7.33. Okay, so it will pull this image. Okay.
Okay.
So one image can have multiple tags, means multiple versions. Okay.
Right. So the latest tag has been on the latest file.
Docker pull MySQL colon 5.7.33. Now it is pulling the version of the MySQL or the image of the MySQL which is having version of the MySQL as 5.7.33. Okay. So see what it is telling you. These layers are already.
If we are not giving any tag, then by default the latest will be pulled
Yes,
or downloaded.
latest version it will download. And see, when you're downloading this 5.7.33, it is also having 12 layers, but it has not downloaded the already downloaded layers again because they already exist. So
Okay.
obviously it is saving the storage at the backend also. Clear?
Right.
Yeah. So that is the concept of layers.
लेकिन
Now,
कुशल अगर मैंने क्या कंटेनर डिलीट करता हूँ MySQL जो लेटेस्ट वन, so files will be removed or it still exist?
still it will exist. नहीं, अगर आप if you will remove the container, data will be deleted whatever you have created on that container, but the data of the image will be present on the system.
Oh.
Okay, we will discuss about it.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I will tell you everything. Don't worry. Okay. But yeah, it's nice that you're asking these good questions and in the second lecture, because generally students do not ask these type of questions that if I want to change this partition and all, because they do not understand na prod environment. And but you all are from the prod environment, so we can go on very deep level. I have also worked on more than 15 projects on the Docker actually. Okay. Now, after that, so tag concepts is clear, guys, to you?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if I want to see all the images in my system which are stored, then I can use Docker images command. So there are three images. One is MySQL and one is CentOS. MySQL is having this version also and MySQL is having this version also. All the images are actually unique. So they have their different image IDs. Okay. This was created 3 days ago. Okay. And the size is 449 MB, the size is 546 and the size is 209 MB. Okay. Now, after that, if you want to inspect any image, then you can use Docker inspect command. You can give the image ID also, and you can give the image name also. But if you are passing the image name, you need to pass the tag also. Okay. If you are not passing any tag, it will always go for latest. Clear?
And the created time is belongs to that the image modification, is that?
Docker, what you're saying?
Go to the previous output, previous command output. That created time, created.
Yeah, images created on Docker
actually
Hub.
the time when this image has been updated by the community.
Right.
This
So
is
the
not
minimum-
your system time.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because obviously right now we have downloaded the image.
Right.
Now you can inspect this image. Docker inspect MySQL colon 5.7.33 less. The ID of the image. Okay. What will be the host name of the container which is going to be created with this image? Okay, so it is also telling you that if you are creating any container from this image, then the host name of that container will be this. You can change it. Okay. Expose port. When you are creating the container from this particular image, the processes in this particular container will be exposed as 3306 and 33060. Clear? So two ports are there. Okay. When we will discuss about how to create images, I will tell you how to give the ports and everything. Okay. But right now it is just understood that whenever you will create any container from this MySQL 5.7.33 image, two ports will be open in the container where the processes will be listening. Okay. Now environment path is available. CMD is very important because see, if I ask you a very simple question, if I stop all the processes inside my operating system, what will happen, guys?
Sorry, Kushal, can you repeat this question?
If I stop all the processes in my operating system, what will happen?
The server went down.
Obvious, the operating system will go down. So a container is what? A light operating system. Okay, we cannot actually say container is an operating system because it do not have kernel. But in the another way, we can say that it actually uses the kernel of the base operating system. So it is just like operating system. So if there is no process which is running in the container will be stopped. Okay. Now, when you will create the container from this image, what process is going to start? MySQLD. Got it about the CMD?
Yes.
Now, when you actually run MySQLD command, what happens, guys? It will keep running and will give you the logs on the screen. Clear?
Yeah.
And after that, you have to use Control-C to interrupt the process, right?
Correct. Kill the process.
This process will be started in the container by runc, and the container will keep running until this process is running. Clear? Now, volume is what? Var lab MySQL. That is the volume of the. We will discuss about this also. Docker version. This image has been created on the what version of Docker? 19. Who is the author of this image? Right now, they have not given any author. Generally, if you will create the Docker image, you will write the author so that if anybody is inspecting your image, he can contact you if there is some problem in the image. Okay, expose ports, everything it will give you. Now, if I want to inspect.
Sorry, Kaushal, can you repeat that CMD part? I'm not get that CMD part.
CMD means when you will create the image from that container, what process is going to start? That is actually written in the CMD. Okay.
Basically, what you want to run command on once the container is built, right?
It started. Yes.
Right. So just like a modification, or you run some commands, or we can run some process. Okay, process once the container is deployed.
Yeah, but if you are running a command in the container which will suddenly stop, like let's say I am running a mkdir command. So do you think that mkdir command will keep running? No.
Right. Directory.
So obviously if this command will be running in the container, but at the time it will stop. So container will also stop. One process must be running inside the container to keep the container alive. Okay.
Okay, got it, got it.
If I'm using or if I'm seeing or inspecting the CentOS image, then you see what is written in the CMD.
Bin bash.
So whenever you will create any container from this CentOS image, that will immediately stop. Obviously, because there is no process which will keep running in the container. Okay, clear?
Got it.
Now see, you can apply the labels also to give some information to someone who is actually reading this documentation, that the vendor is CentOS who have created this image. The license is GPL version 2, general public license version 2 hat. This is the CentOS base image. Schema version is this. Build date is 2020 and 4/12. Okay, so 4 December 2020. Okay, this was the build date. So everything will be described over here. Operating system is Linux. This particular image can only be run on the Linux system. Architecture is AMD 64. Size is this. Okay. So everything it will give you. Last tag time. This is the time which is given to you. Now, this is how you can inspect any image. Okay. Now, if you want to remove any image, then you can use Docker RMI command. RMI means remove image. Okay. What image you want to remove? You can give the image ID also. But if you want to give the name, you need to give the name with the tag. Otherwise, it will always go for the latest. If I want to remove this 5.7.33, I cannot run this command. I need to give the tag. Otherwise, it will delete this latest image. Done. Image has been removed. Now you can run this Docker images command. Two images are present. Okay. If you want to change the name of this image, you can use Docker tag command. Which image you want to change the name of? Click on image ID. Now what name you want to give? I want to give Kushal colon Udaipur. See, now you have two names. One is MySQL latest and one is Kushal colon Udaipur. Image ID is same in both the cases. Now if you want to remove this image, you can remove it. So it will just untag a image. So okay, unable to delete because image is referenced in multiple repositories. So we can do one thing. Because you are giving the image ID now. How Docker will know that what image it wants to remove, this or this? Because both the images are having same image IDs.
Yes.
I can use MySQL colon latest. So it will just untag it. Okay. It will not remove the data. So you have two images now, Kushal Udaipur and CentOS latest. So this is how you can change the name. Clear? Now, after that, so Docker history. If you want to see the history of any image, okay, that over the time what has been added into the image and what has been removed into the image. Okay, so you can use this command CentOS colon latest. So see, it is giving you the history. 6 weeks ago, a file was added. 6 weeks ago, someone has updated the label. And 6 weeks ago, a CMD command has been changed to bin bash. This is how you can check for the MySQL also. I'm seeing the history of this image over the time. 10 days ago, the file was added. 10 days ago, a group was added into this image.
Is this information coming from directly from the docker.io or is locally?
Yeah, locally.
For that, from that image perspective, from that.
If the image is available on your system and if you are not connected to internet, you can still see the history.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. After that, So images command is here, info command we have seen, inspect command we have seen. Okay, now RMI we have seen, search, Docker search. You can search the images from this command line also. I want to search the images for MySQL. It will give me all the list of images which are present. And this image is what? A official image. Okay. This is the description. This is the stars. Okay. If the people are downloading this image in a very high number, then stars will be high. Okay. There can be also some meaning of this automated. I don't know. After that, Docker system command. So see, Docker system df. This command will actually print that how many images you have. But right now, these images are not being used by any container. So that's why they are not active. Okay. Size is this. Clear? And reclaimable means you can remove 75 the complete images because there is no active. Now, how many containers are there? How many containers are active? Clear? Because container can be in the stopped state also. Local volume and the build cache we will see later. After that, you have a command as docker image prune. What image prune command will do? Let's say you have downloaded so many images onto your system. Docker pull HA proxy. Docker pull Redis. Docker pull, let's say Nginx. Lot of images you have pulled. Okay, let's say 30 to 40 images you have. Okay, now. So this much images you have. Now, what you want to remove all the images which are actually not being used by any container. Obviously, because they are occupying my space. Okay. So what command I can run? Docker image prune -a. This will remove all the images without at least one container associated to them. Are you sure you want to continue? Okay, so you will do yes and see all the images it will remove. Docker images, no image you have. That's it. Space is free. It will not remove the images which are actually being used by any container. Okay. So you can run this command. Clear? Now it is safely to run. After that, now let's say this is my system, okay, where I am working on the Docker images, and this is, let's say, your system, Manish. Okay, you're also working on Docker. Okay, now, and we have the docker.hub, means we have a private repository on hub.docker.com. Okay, now what I'm doing here, I'm building an image. Let's say I have created an image for JBoss. Okay, version 5.6, let's say. If I want to share this image to you, let's say you are in America and I am in India. How will I share this image to you? Obvious, I need to upload this image from my system to the private repository. So for this, I will use Docker push command. And what you will do, you will download that image from the hub.docker.com or private repository by using docker pull jboss 5.6. Clear? This is how we can share. But let's say these two systems are in front of your eyes. Okay, they are connected with LAN. Okay, and you do not have any internet or LAN access. You only have a single pen drive. Okay, how will you share these images? These are not connected over LAN. Okay, and these two systems are present in your organization. These two are like on-premise system. If you want to copy one image from here to here, how can you copy it? Because images are stored in the layers form. Clear? And let's say if an image is having 25 layers, how will you copy that? Obviously, it is really impossible to know what layers are being used by what image. Okay, because Docker manages this on backend. Okay, one layer can be shared between two images also. Obviously, we have seen the examples already exist. So what you will do, I will create a tar file from this JBoss image. Okay. After that, I will transfer that tar file with the help of pen drive or with the help of SCP over here.
Fine.
Tar file, I will load the image on my system. Clear? So if you want to create a tar file from the image, what command you will run? Docker save. Image ID you need to give -o jboss.tar. Okay. And what command you will run over here? Docker load -i and jboss.tar. The image will be loaded on this system. Okay.
-i for untar.
Image, like
Okay.
image you want to
And
export from this.
-o.
-o is output. Okay. Docker save. Sorry, I need to check the image ID. Right now there is no image. Let me pull an image. JBoss is not available. Docker pull.
MySQL, you can try it. Okay. CentOS is also fine. Yes.
Docker save
Just go
-o.
tab. After save tab. Oh, sorry.
I'm doing what you're saying. Just a second.
Okay.
It will not show you information, but it will just print out the name. It will not print anything. You need to go with -help. -o.
.tar.
I have the tar file. Now let's say I am removing this image from my system. Let's say I have transferred this image to a new system and I am on this system. I have only tar. I have downloaded this tar file from my pen drive. What I will do, Docker load -i CentOS.tar. Enter. So it will load the layer from that image. Okay. And after that, give it a name, because see, okay, right now it has already given the name, but in so many images it does not give the name. You need to provide the name by Docker tag command. Okay. So sometimes you can face those issues. Now, after that, let's say if you want to push this image to your repository, okay, what you need to do, this is my account. Okay, I will click on repositories and I will create a repository. In the repository, let's say I'm creating an repository in the name of Manish. Okay, or let's say I'm creating the repository with CentOS updated. Okay, this is my image name. Okay, if you are doing it private, you need to pay. If you are making it public, you do not need to pay. Create. Now, what command you need to run from your system? This. But obviously, this system, how this system will connect to my hub.docker.com? Obviously, I have logged in with some account. So what I need to do, I need to log in over here with the help of Docker login. And I need to give my username of my Docker hub. After that, logging succeeded. Okay, and the credentials are stored over here. Clear? Now, if I want to push some image to my hub.docker.com, obviously I need to tag it again. And what tag I will give? docker.io / what account? Kushal Samota / what is the name of the image? CentOS updated. Okay, what is the version? Latest. Tagged it. It has been tagged. Now you can push it. Docker push Kushal Samota CentOS updated. Done. It is preparing. Mounted. The image is already available on my that I think repository, so that's why it is not pushing. Done. I can go over here, refresh it. So see, you have the image latest few seconds ago pushed. Okay, that's it. So this is how you can pull the images, you can push the images, you can log in. So almost all the commands related to the image we have covered. Okay, Docker history, Docker images, Docker info, Docker inspect, Docker load, login, logout if you want to log out and want to log in on some another account of Docker Hub. Okay, Docker pull, Docker push, Docker save, Docker search, Docker system.
What is
Okay,
that Swarm? What is Swarm?
Swarm is the like command for Swarm, Docker Swarm, which is the orchestration tool like Kubernetes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to read about any command, you can use --help. Fetch the logs of the container. Docker Swarm command. Okay.
Okay.
Version we have seen. Update if you want to update your Docker. Okay. Okay, that's it. Now, after that, one more concept is there. Let's say you have multiple images over here. If you want to remove all the images in single command, okay, you can run docker rmi and docker images -a-q. So this docker rmi actually needs the image ID, and this docker images -a-q will only print the image IDs. Okay, I can run this command in front of you. Docker images, it is printing the complete output. If you are writing docker images -a-q, it will only print the image IDs. So that I'm passing over here with argument. I can use this command. This will remove all the images. Now see, unable to delete images referenced in multiple repositories. Okay.
Repeat this command. I'm not able to see this, understand this. Docker RMI dash dollar.
Yes, this is the command.
Can you repeat exactly what are you trying to do here?
I'm actually trying to remove all the images at once. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm passing all the image IDs with this command to this command.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's we have to create a container, 5 containers with the same image. So accordingly, Docker create then image with one single. So how to can we use this something creating a multiple containers with single command?
Yeah. You always create multiple containers with single image. Okay. Docker will share the image, okay, into all the containers at the same time. Okay. And when the container is actually created, a new folder has been created inside your system in respect to that container. Whatever data you add on the container, that remains on that layer. If you are deleting the container, that data will be gone, but the image data will be present. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So guys, all the commands related to the images we have seen. Okay. there is no more command related to the event images. Okay.
Got it.
I think that's enough for today then. From Monday, we will start how to manage the containers. Okay.
Got it. Fine.
So you can
No,
practice.
Kushal, can we get these recordings? Can we get these recordings for practice purpose?
For
Practicing purpose, like, can we get these recordings for us?
Right.
recording is available to you guys, na? It is on Microsoft Teams, na? You have been added into the Teams.
Yes. You can download from the
Already
Teams.
See over here, if you will go in the file section, you will see a recording folder.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All the recordings are updated. See, yesterday recordings is also uploaded over here.
Right. Once Kaushal has stopped that recording, after 1 minute, this file is generated. Now ready? So we can.
Yes,
we
yes,
can-
correct.
Yeah, this file is always uploaded. After 10 days, it will be automatically deleted.
Correct.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Okay, guys, that's it for today then.
Thank you, Kaushal. Meet
Thank
you
you,
Monday.
Kushal.
Thank you, Kushal.